Ethan was an 11-year-old boy who attended an ordinary school. He wasn't the smartest kid in class nor the most inept, but he had a big heart. His family had little money, and after school he would help his grandmother sell vegetables so she could buy her medicine. Ethan also had a particular habit. While the rest ran to the yard to kick balls or shout songs, he preferred to walk through the empty hallways, enjoying the peace that solitude gave him. He used to say that in those minutes the school felt different, less noisy and more peaceful. It was during one of those walks that he found the strange door hidden behind a cabinet of maps. The wood was damp, rotten, and almost colorless. Ethan pushed it open, and a foul smell rose to his nose. From below, in the darkness, he heard a sob, a child's cry. Ethan decided to go down cautiously. The third step creaked, and he jumped over it instinctively. The material was fragile. The light flickered against stained walls. In a corner, curled up on the floor, was a boy his age, thin, wearing a worn-out uniform and tangled dark hair. His eyes were red and his skin so pale it looked sickly.
"Are you okay?"
asked Ethan, approaching slowly. The boy stared at him without blinking.
No,
"Who are you? Why are you here?"
my name is Tyler. My classmates beat me. They treated me badly, and I came here to hide.
"I'm sorry. I can stay here if you want. I don't have friends either."
They kept talking about what had happened. Ethan stayed there, not really knowing why. They spoke of little things, teachers, homework, the unbearable noise of recess. Tyler's voice was faint, but every now and then he gave a brief smile that made him look less fragile. From then on, recess had a destination. Ethan went down, skipped the third step, and looked for Tyler in the same corner. They talked, laughed about silly things, invented games with crumpled paper. However, strange things happened. Tyler never wanted to go upstairs. His hand was icy when Ethan touched him, and he never blinked, as if he didn't need to. One ordinary afternoon during recess, the janitor, Mr. Reynolds, opened the door, drawn by the voices. He found Ethan in the dim light, smiling and laughing, toward an empty corner.
"Who are you talking to?"
"Tyler."
Ethan said, pointing. Reynolds looked again, but there was no one there. He took a step, and in that instant, Ethan also turned. The corner was empty. He felt a knot in his stomach. The janitor put a hand on his shoulder and said,
"You can't be here."
and made him go back upstairs. The next day, the rumor spread. Ethan talks to himself in the basement. The principal called him in, forbade him from going down again, and informed his parents, who, upon hearing the news, grew worried about their son. Ethan insisted to his father that nothing was wrong, that it was just a different kind of friend. But after investigating the situation, a terrifying truth was uncovered. Ethan's father spoke with the principal at school and found out that yes, there had indeed been a boy named Tyler. He studied there 8 years ago, but was found dead on the basement stairs. Tyler was a humble boy, without friends, constantly bullied. One afternoon, his classmates wanted to lock him in the basement as a prank, and after fierce struggles as Tyler resisted, he was pushed down the stairs, suffering severe head injuries that ended his life. The aggressors fled, but after the investigation, they were expelled from school. Tyler's father, upon learning the news, was horrified, and when he got home, he had a conversation with his son.
"Ethan,"
said his father, unable to truly say what had happened for fear of traumatizing him.
"Tyler doesn't exist. Maybe it was just your imagination. Like when you played with imaginary friends when you were little. But listen to me, son. Don't ever go back to that basement. Play with your classmates instead, please."
"But Dad, Tyler's real. I saw him."
Ethan protested, but after his father told him he would be severely punished if he disobeyed, the boy finally gave in. However, Ethan still wanted at least to say goodbye to his friend, and one afternoon at school, when the area wasn't being watched, Ethan approached the basement door. He pushed the wood and carefully went down. He avoided that third step. Tyler was waiting, standing, closer than ever.
I knew you'd come back.
"Tyler, I need to tell you something. keep coming here. My dad forbade me, so I came to say goodbye.
Tyler tilted his head.
You're going to leave me too.
Tyler said.
I'm not leaving you. It's just my dad will punish me if I continue this. I'm sorry.
Tyler's smile cracked, but before Ethan could turn to leave, Tyler grabbed his wrist with his icy hand. The cold seeped into his bones. Ethan tried to pull away, but Tyler's hand wasn't skin. It was like solid ice. It wouldn't let go.
Wait, don't go. Don't leave me. I don't want to be alone again.
Tyler seemed on the verge of crying.
Tyler, I'm sorry. I have to go.
Ethan said, struggling to free himself. Tyler pulled him closer, dragging him deeper into the basement.
No, you'll stay with me.
Tyler said as Ethan tried to escape.
Tyler, stop. You're hurting me.
And then, Ethan tried to punch Tyler in the face but felt nothing. His fist had gone right through his face. Ethan looked terrified and fought harder to break free.
Let me go, please.
You'll stay with me, Ethan.
Tyler said, gripping him tightly, until Ethan finally broke free and ran wildly toward the stairs. He climbed the fragile steps quickly, until unfortunately his shoe crushed the third step, making Ethan fall into the void, with the staircase collapsing over him and burying his body. The impact was sharp. Ethan tried to say Tyler, but only managed a murmur. He felt cold fingers holding his hand.
It's done. You'll never leave me again.
At dawn, Reynolds went down to the basement to check the light. He found the staircase reduced to rubble and, among the planks, Ethan's lifeless body with his hands stretched out. The principal promised locks and warning signs. The parents couldn't stop crying over the tragedy. The students invented rumors, hidden treasure, a ghost seeking justice. But no one truly knew what had happened. That night, Reynolds shut the door with new wire, locks, every security measure imaginable. He sat for a moment to rest, but left quickly when behind that door, children's laughter could be heard, the laughter from the basement. This is just the beginning. The Forsaken is a new channel, and your presence gives life to the cult. Join us for more disturbing stories every week. Until then, rest. We'll meet again in another tale.